Oh, Flower dropped out.
Oh shit, she did.
Oh well.
I don't know what happened. My goodness. Okay. Hello, good evening.
You were back.
I
Hey,
am
Flower,
back.
what's up?
I am back. Hello. Hello there. How is everyone out there tonight?
Oh well, they're pretty good.
I think that's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to be here on this channel with you.
Okay.
No, let me stop. I was just playing with a new I was just playing with a new audio voice, you know.
I think that you're really, really hot. You're cute. You're cute. Oh my, your dick is so big. Oh,
Oh my.
the future is scary.
The future is now.
The future.
Now that's scary.
It's now. The future.
So, what is
Yeah,
everyone up to?
yeah. Just talk amongst yourselves right now. I'm trying to figure something out.
Who's got a topic or a subject that they want to learn about? No, we don't
Yeah.
have anything to learn. Who wants to talk? Nobody wants to talk. I'm here to talk on a talk show. Hello, good evening. Just fine.
Okay, let's talk about the possibility of time travel.
I absolutely love the possibility of time travel.
I think it's happening as we speak. Like
It's
there's somebody
definitely happening as we speak.
somebody's traveling through time right now. It's all like, "Ooh, I'm going through time. Check me out. I'm over here now. It's 1958 where I'm at. Ooh,
What's up,
I'm
Joel?
all in time."
What's up, fellas?
What's up,
I
Joe?
haven't did my intro yet. I'm just telling everybody to talk among themselves while I try to figure out something.
Like, where would you go if you had the option, the ability to time travel? Where would you go? And who would you
Wherever I was needed.
I'd go to Las Vegas in the 70s and hook up with the
That's-
mob.
That, you
Yeah.
know what? I bet it would have been a dope ass time too.
That sounds about
to
right.
be,
Yeah.
you know. You already know who to, if you kept up with your history and watched the right movies, you know who to go fuck with.
Yep. And they take care of you, man. You be in Vegas living like a king. Maybe even like Elvis.
The only problem
Right.
is though, weed was heavily illegal back then. You can get a lifetime sentence for weed back then. So
yeah, that's
Oh
true.
I
wow.
don't know if that would be like a good spot for me.
Well,
I would like to go like, let me go back in time like 5 minutes before they came up with the iPhone.
Yeah.
So I can, yo, I got
Yeah.
this dope ass idea, you guys.
Or maybe like, maybe 5 minutes before John Lennon got shot or something, or before Michael Jackson died or something, where you could
Yeah.
save someone. Be superhero and get millions of dollars for it.
It's like, yo, John, Mr. Lennon, sir, don't go outside just yet.
Yeah. Don't stand on the stairs.
Don't go out there on the stairs just yet, bro.
Wait for it.
Wait.
Would you like to drop some? Drop some acid for the Migos. Oh, yeah, I'd be saving all kinds of fucking people.
I would warn Sonny about his divorce from Cher.
Yeah, and the tree that he's about to hit in his skis.
Tree, yeah. Don't go skiing. Yeah. Big Bear.
Don't play football in the snow today.
Yeah, don't go do that shit. Don't do that. Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Cher gonna leave you, bro. Get ready
now. We about to start. I'm not gonna take anybody off. I'm just gonna introduce you one at a time. Let me light it. What you smoking? All right. What you smoking? Animal face with a little sugar in it. Yeah. Little animal face sugar. Welcome to the Doe Show, where we talk about a lot of fun and exciting things. Matter of fact, we talk about a lot of things. Get a lot of knowledge, a lot of educational shit. I mean shit as an educational way. I believe that if you're 2 years old, you should be able to listen to this. I think anybody should be able to listen to this because it's a very educational show. And with that being said, all of these opinions that you will hear on this show is all our own professional opinion. We do not speak for others. We just speak for ourselves. We love everybody. We just kind of like to talk shit about certain motherfuckers. So with that being said, coming up as the first co-host, he's the first top of the guy of the panel. He's hailing from somewhere in fucking Texas. He's the co-host of another co-host. He's the co-host of a sister's mother's best friend's baby sister's cousin, James Vodera.
Woo-woo. What up, Doe? What up, everybody?
Yep. And then coming in second down at the left-hand side of the screen, we have a guy who's hailing from Detroit, Phoenix, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Chicago. He is a all-time great comedian and a traveler. Comedian Joel Cooper.
What's up, everybody? What's up, guys? What's up, Flower?
Good evening.
Hello.
And then coming in the other little panel to the right of me, well, to the down right of me, we have her hailing from Palm Springs, California, by the way of Coachella Valley, LA County, all of California, and a little bit of Vegas. We have Miss Flower Thomas.
Hello, Flower. Everybody. Happy weekend.
Yeah, happy Saturday.
Yeah.
And coming in shortly but lastly, he's sitting on the side of me. He hails from Las Vegas, Nevada, by the way of paradise, living out of a fucking hovel, where we both are, something like jail.
Very nice.
Coming in, he is the co-host. He is a host of another show, but not of this one. But so he's the co-host of this show. But he's also the host of this show. Coming in, the wonderful niggerette next to me.
What the fuck?
Jay.
What up, everybody?
What's up, Jay?
And last but not least, coming in as your host, the host with the most, the host with the biggest titties in the world, hailing out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by the way of Shy Gary in the house. we're coming to you, our wonderful host, Doughboy Kaiser.
What? Woo-woo.
Yay, Doughboy. Doughboy.
Oh.
Okay.
What is up? What is up, everybody? How is everybody doing?
Wet and cold here in Michigan.
Wet and cold. Terrible combination.
Yeah.
Most else.
Wet and cold in Michigan.
Down in
Yeah, you just came out of a storm, huh?
Yeah, we still got one. We still got one going on. It's supposed to be here till like Thursday or something next week.
Oh,
I gotta
wow.
call my pops to see what's going on in Gary, see if they got any storms coming up.
Yeah.
You might be low key stranded. Where you at right now? Is that what you're saying, everybody, boy?
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Sucks.
Well, you know what? It's okay.
Like everyone says being reined in some place is cool until you're actually reined in.
Yeah, until you
But
need to
you
go
know-
somewhere and you're reined in.
But you know, you live in a nice big ass mansion, so you're all good. You got everything you need right in your house.
We see that wood paneling,
You know what I'm saying? We see that wood down there, you know what I'm
fancy
saying?
shit right there.
What do you mean?
You
I'm
gotta-
just
you
in my
got your
sauna.
Yeah, so you and your sauna with a couch. Who got a couch in their sauna, bro? Who the fuck does that?
Joel Cooper do. My best homeboy Joel Cooper do. That's
You know what I'm saying? My nigga got a couch in the sauna. The couch
couch
don't even melt. It's made out of fucking aluminum,
made
but
out of Teflon.
My ass is
Yeah,
more
couch.
tan than
Yeah, the
anything
couch.
else.
and a TV and a wet bar inside the sauna, nigga.
So like, if you just want to be in that motherfucker sauna the fuck out, drunk, watching the NBA on a Teflon couch, you ain't falling. My best homeboy Joe Cooper is.
All in
Yeah, I
there.
wish, man.
All,
I wish
you
life
might-
was that
you
good.
probably drive a Tesla.
Tesla truck.
Nah.
That's the
I have a
Cybertruck.
Corvette.
Oh,
Oh,
course.
shit, man.
Okay, Corvette.
I'm saying no. I got a real man. I got a real man sports car. Hold on.
I got
a
an
real
old
man
Corvette.
crisis car.
I got an old one.
Yeah, what year?
I don't got a bat one. It's 79.
Oh, that's a nice one though. That's a good looking one.
It's all redone.
Yeah.
It makes a great yard ornament in Arizona. That's where it's sitting.
You ever get to drive it?
Yeah, whenever I get out there.
Yeah, fair enough.
And the only problem is I don't know who's driving it now. Every time I leave, I got to worry about all my shit because my sister lives there and she's always got people over, and a lot of stuff happens when I'm gone.
Fair enough.
So we were speaking about time travel, and you know there are 10 rules of time travel. You know what I'm saying? If you ever happen to choose a time travel, there are rules to time traveling. And I want to read off a couple of the rules because I think the rules are pretty fascinating to even have rules for time travel, even though time traveling is not even possible. But one of the rules is if you are about to leap into the past, then it has already happened.
You are officially part of history.
Like real recent.
Yeah, like if you're about to leap into the past, then it has already happened.
Oh, I think meant like it just happened, like yesterday. Like that wouldn't be very cool.
No.
Go back in.
Like, all right. So look, we're all about to jump into the past. We jump into the past.
We are, yeah, whatever we do, we are now part of history.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we don't jump into the past, then something kind of can happen. Like I don't know, the splitting of the fucking multiverse or some shit.
Yeah, we just all time travel. Did you feel it?
Forward.
I did.
We did. We went forward.
The only problem is where we went, they still got wood paneling.
Yeah. Number 2, if you're a traveler, you must in no way be connected to the facts that he or she is trying to change.
So you can't
Okay.
change nothing in your life.
Yeah.
But you can change things in other people's
You can
lives.
change the rest of it. Yeah.
So I would change. I would change who.
Well, I make
I
you-
would
I
change-
make
I
you
would
boys
change who wins
rich.
NBA every year.
I would give you guys the tips on Google and shit.
Yeah. Help us get rich, and then we just make a little pyramid, have money just trickling down the fucking pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now remember though, guys gotta look out for me.
Yeah. 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 Right. Put this note in your pocket and don't take it out till you get to 2024.
Right. No, not even that. Just like, look, this is my address. You guys gonna be about 20 in the 90s, so like about 97. This is where I'm living at. Come see me.
That reminds
Another
me of
one-
the movie. That reminds me of the movie Seven Monkeys.
That was weird.
Yeah.
No, number 3 is forward jumps are okay. So if you want to jump into the future, it's okay.
Whatever the fuck you want. Yeah.
But you can't jump into the past. That's a no-no. So forward jumps are okay.
As far as you want. Because whatever you do up there doesn't, once you leave, it clears it up. So you can go in there and go fart in the president's face, and then when you come back, it'll never happen because you didn't go, you know what I'm saying? As long as you don't chill.
Yeah.
hang out, you know what I'm saying?
But what if you bring something from the future back to your present time?
And then at that point, so there you become God.
Probably back to the future too. When Marty came back with the 2015 almanac.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to bring stuff that can change, that can alter time, which would be the almanac. Having the future knowledge, you're not supposed to come back and utilize future knowledge. Yeah,
Shit. Fuck that, I'm trying to make money.
Stop do it. We're not going to do that.
Now they say how possible is time travel. Now let me read to you this. How possible is time travel? Relatively means it is possible to travel into the future. We don't even need a time machine exactly. We need to travel at speeds close to the speed of light or speed of time in an intense gravitational field. And relatively, these two acts are essentially equivalent. So if we can travel at the speed of light, then we can just go into the future just easily.
Yeah, but like
More
Like
time
that.
to feel
like the speed of light,
go.
which reminds me of my sex life.
But the problem is, there's no vessel that we can build that's strong enough to withstand that type of force. Yeah,
That in speed. They're talking about Jay
Yeah.
speed.
yeah. I mean, right now, we can only go like 200 something miles an hour, maybe 3 or whatever, naturally, you know, in some type of vessel.
Now, they are saying that we have had a time traveler. Now, I'm not, this motherfucker spent a lot of days in space, so he probably did time travel. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he stood at one spot for this many days. I think he
E.T.?
traveled- No. I think he traveled around space. But his name was Sergei Avadeev.
Sergey.
And he spent 747 days, 14 hours, and 14 minutes in space. And he did it in 87.
So that's like how long? He's 700 and something days.
Space.
Yeah, that's almost 2 years.
That motherfucker must have traveled. I mean, I'm not saying he stood in one spot. So he probably moved around. He probably went through some shit.
Was he a cosmonaut?
No, he was a regular motherfucker. He went to space and he spent 747 days, 14 hours, and 14 minutes in space.
Jesus.
He did it in 1987.
I think that's the most fun who's ever been in space.
I mean, because that's
I
not.
don't think that has anything to do with time travel.
That's taking the term. You are fucking out there, man. You are in outer space.
I'm just saying. He spent that much time in outer space. I'm pretty sure he didn't stand at one. I'm pretty sure he didn't just float in one spot. Pretty sure he traveled around space as far as he could, and then he came back so he can. I don't know, but whatever he did, he must have went through some shit because he was in space that fucking long. He probably went to Mars.
You know,
He'll say
he
went
went
to the
through a lot of
moon.
mental shit.
He'll say he went through a lot of men. He probably seen a couple of black holes just then they get close to him.
He's like, how'd that bitch get up here?
Chilling in the space station. They're doing a break her gravitational
All right,
pull.
so Sergey is a real person. He was born January 1956. He is a former Russian engineer and cosmonaut.
There was cosmonaut. So he was up in a space station thing.
Just like that, or a little,
Yeah,
or a
2
little-
years, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And by himself. I mean, you couldn't play enough Nintendo, you know, or whatever, to stay there for 2 years.
You know?
Man, I would be bored out of my fucking mind. I'd be sleeping all the
If I'm
goddamn
not
time.
mistaken, I
They
think
go crazy.
the Russian cosmonaut that's in the space station in fucking what's that movie Armageddon? They base it off of this guy right here. Yeah.
Volcano
Yeah.
Medical Cowboys.
Okay, so I'm gonna read to you a little bit of the story about the dude. So for a long time, he held the record for time dilation experienced by a human being. In his 747 days aboard the Mir, cumulative across 3 missions, he went approximately 27,360 kilometers and thus aged roughly 0.02 seconds slower from an earthbound person's perspective, which is considerably more than any other human being. This is due to special something effect of time dilation that is not properly thought of as time traveling as described by the mainstream culture.
You imagine getting all the way back to Earth after being out there that long and go, fuck, I forgot my wallet.
Ah, that's kind of funny.
Or you left the stove on. You get up there, you're like, you know, I left my stove on, bro.
Gotta go back.
Gotta go back. You had cake in there, man. I was making a cake for this day. Everything was going so fast, and I wasn't ready.
Someone's birthday.
So he did 3 different missions. So 92 to 93, he spent 188 days, 21 hours, 41 minutes, and 15 seconds in space. Then, I don't know if he left, but it just says the 3 missions he did. He spent 188 days, 179, and then the last one he did 379 days.
Man, he must have been running from the law.
Well, no, I think at some point in that, probably, I don't know if it's him or not, but there was for some reason they couldn't bring him back. So while he was up there, they said, "Well, just run these experiments while you're up there."
And then the spacewalks. So spacewalks means he went outside the shuttle and he did some spacewalking.
Yeah.
He walked 3 hours one day, 5 hours another day, 37 minutes one day. Must have been a storm. 30 minutes, 37 minutes and 30 minutes. 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours. So he went for a couple spacewalks. I don't know where he walked to, but you know what I'm saying? He walked somewhere.
He just hung outside the spaceship for me.
You know what I'm saying? He stepped outside to get a little air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go float around for a while.
Like you float around inside the fuck. You know what? You realize that there's no gravity in space. So when you're in space, you're just floating around already. Your legs have got to be. You got to learn how to rewalk once you come back to Earth. Spending 747 days floating, bro. You ain't touched ground in 747 days. That means your muscles are gone in your legs because not unless you ride the bike all day. You know what I'm saying? But other than that,
They do exercise.
The bike that's on the ceiling.
I know they ride the bike. They ride the bike for a certain amount of hours a day to keep their legs functioning. But if you just be like, fuck it, I just want to sleep every day, just sleep floating.
Yeah. You're riding a bicycle upside down.
These are astronauts. Cool astronauts.
So he stayed in space for 747 days. So he was on the motherfucking he was on some type of space station or some shit, or he was on a shuttle, chilling, doing experiments. I wonder what the fuck they be doing in space.
They're sitting up there just monitoring crap, waiting for someone to come that needs to be refueled.
Yeah, pretty
Right.
much. They run experiments, grow shit.
And,
Yeah.
and monitoring comets and shit like that, shoot shit out the sky that'll probably be.
Apparently build small cities on the moon.
No. We don't have to be in space to shoot shit out of space. We've already proven that.
That's facts.
We shot down one of our own
in
spy
space.
satellites from Earth while it was still in orbit.
We're good at knocking shit out of the sky.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they don't really. I mean,
Using
I don't know if
using
anything that they're doing, like when they're doing their experiments, I don't know if they're actually doing anything that are good, that's of any use to society like that.
I know they go crazy, man. I know they fucking that solitude for that long. They fucking start hearing shit, talking to people that aren't there. Should I do that now? I do that
So
now.
reading about this dude, they're saying that he has a world record for time travel, and is held by this guy Sergey Krikalev, whoever the fuck his last name is,
Sergey something.
who has traveled a full 0.2 seconds into the future.
He just is off the planet, not in the rotation of the Earth that counts days.
Hell, I can time travel. I just go
No,
to
it's a
New York
different-
during New Year's Eve and then travel to LA. And I know all about what's going to happen to New Year's Eve.
All I know is this: if it can be done on Star Trek, God damn it.
Yeah. I just
All we
can't
need
do
is-
it, Captain.
All we need is some dilithium crystal, boys, ladies. That's all we need.
Kryptonite.
And then
some-
one whip around the sun, we're back in 1985, rocking our whatevers. Rocking our
Living
David
life.
We're underoos again.
I could do it again. Except this time I would stock up on the parachute pants.
I mean, I'm just sitting here reading this story on this dude, man. I'm trying to see how the fuck he traveled 0.2 seconds into the future.
But realistically, that's like not even enough time to tell you something. By the way, in the future, never mind.
No, because they're saying that he was traveling in space for 800 and some fucking days. So he traveled in space. He wasn't chilling on a fucking space station. He traveled in space for 800 some fucking days and then came back. So where the fuck he went, he was traveling at just under 5 miles per second, making time move much slower instead. Whatever the fuck he was in, he was going pretty fucking fast. And he traveled for that many motherfucking days in space. So he went to space and he traveled. So where the fuck he went somewhere for 400 fucking days and then spent 400 days on the way back. So I don't know where the fuck he went that you could even go that would even take 800 fucking days to get there other than the fucking moon. The Mars takes 6 months to get there. That's already been said by that fucking little robot they sit out there. It took him 6 months to even get to fucking Mars.
It
He didn't go-
takes
That was
months.
it? Only 6 months?
Yeah, they said travel to Mars is 6 months in a
That's
spaceship.
crazy. That seems like nothing.
Well, it seems like nothing, but it's a lot when you either if they ever make the humans do it, they're gonna either be sleep or that's gonna be because it's gonna be a long ass 6 months looking out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because I got to pee a lot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You traveling, looking at just nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at Earth going away, but then you're like, damn, we just out here just dark. You know what I'm saying? We got headlights, but we don't know where the fuck we going. It's just dark. And we just traveling, nigga. We just looking at darkness.
It's dark as fuck it out here.
We're filming a whole fucking thing, man.
But no. Sure, it's a 6 month travel time, but you gotta wait for the right window for launching the fucking mission to Mars in the first fucking place, which could take years.
Yeah, we're not talking about no 8-man crew. There's gonna be like 90 niggas on that.
I was 18 when I got on here. I'm 92, and we're in a launch today.
Oh my god.
Because if you launch prematurely, you're just gonna have to sit and wait in orbit until the window opens up.
Or you.
Oh, is that how it works?
Asteroids.
Yeah, they gotta plan that.
You gotta have like a carpool pass in order to get in there, or you gotta wait for that window.
Yeah. Or pay the toll when you get there. Or when you
Yeah, you gotta sit at the toll booth till you can get through.
Yeah, but no, James was right. That's what they just can't launch a rocket. They gotta launch it on a specific day. The weather's gotta be just perfect, the trajectory, all that shit.
Certain time frame, weather, all kinds of factors go into mission launches.
And fucking, they said, you know what, we're not gonna do it on Monday, we're gonna do it on Tuesday, and Tuesday is fucking 1 degree less, fucking rocket blows up. Or shoots up into space and fucking crashes into the fucking a meteor or something. Some shit. But I gotta be honest, ever since I learned about the Hadron Collider and all that shit, yeah, time travel is possible. You can split an atom.
We found something from the past, though. Something from a long time ago. I guess we brought it to the future. We found a rock with petroglyphs on it, man.
Yes.
At Lake Huron in Canada. This little rock. It's got the petroglyph of a man or a kid or something standing there with a dog scratched into it. And we found this in the water. So it's from the past, brought to the future.
I found somebody's marker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like a nipple.
That's old.
It's probably some old witch's nipple got cut off, and I've got it in my hand.
Okay, so it's two different Russians that have time travel. It's Sergei Krikalev and Sergei whatever, Sergei Avdeyev, whatever, Avdeyev. That nigga and then other dude. So Sergei Krikalev, he holds the record for the most time spent in orbit around Earth at 803 days because of the high velocities and the time dilation of his orbit. Krikalev is estimated to be 0.2 seconds younger than people born at the same time as him. And then Sergei Avdeyev, he spent a total of 748 days on the Russian space station Mir across 3 missions. And because Mir moved relative to Earth, Avdeyev is also thought to be 0.2 seconds younger than he would have been if he hadn't traveled in space. So the space station was moving with the Earth. So it was rotating with the Earth. So
I don't know what I would do if I was 2 seconds older.
So it makes it go slower.
So while he was moving with the rotation of Earth, and the other dude, he was orbiting Earth. So he was going around in the circle of Earth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, doing whatever the fuck he was doing. Other nigga was in the space station traveling at the same speed that the Earth rotates, which is pretty fucking fast, but it feels like it's going slow. Because the Earth is moving right now while we're sitting here talking. The Earth is moving.
Yeah.
And that's how we get gravity and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the Earth moves. So if the Earth was to move just a little bit faster, just even 1 second, 1/10 of a second faster, it would change so much shit. Like water would flow upward and shit like that, and niggas would lose gravity. And yeah, it'd be gravitational pull on one side of Earth and non-gravitational pull. So one side of the Earth would be floating.
It's being flung off the Earth.
You know what I'm saying? And then another side, niggas it'd be so heavy, you'd be so heavy on the ground, you'd be, you know what I'm saying? You'd be
Everybody
stuck.
pinned to the ground.
Everybody just smushed.
So yeah, these two niggas, they travel only at the speed of light because of the space station. So while he was inside the space station, it probably didn't feel like it, but he was traveling at the fucking speed of light. So he was traveling so fucking fast, he was actually traveling into the future.
Wow.
He was,
Could you imagine traveling that fast and being able to still function? I mean, like being able to get up and walk around like no big deal.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even feel it. He's just up there doing
Yeah.
his thing.
It's just-
Then they come back and then they run all these crazy ass tests.
do we even know what the
G
G-force is?
You know, fuck it. Let's go ahead. Fuck with it for a second.
now here's a real nail biter. And we're going to take a little time to answer this, each of us. But do you believe that someone actually walked on the moon? And a second part to this is, why can't we go up there now if we went up there before and we got way better technology? But they're saying, and I'm gonna tell you why they're saying we can't travel to the moon now. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to, you know what I'm saying, why we could travel back then. But do you really truly believe that somebody walked on the moon, or do you believe it was a hoax to make the white man look good? We'll start with you, Joe.
I absolutely think that it was a hoax. That it was just a race to beat the Russians to claim that we've been to the moon. Because again, like you were just saying, why can't we go back now with all the technology and everything we have? We should have been building houses there by now. But the thing is that we went to the moon 4 times after that, after the 1969 landing, and supposedly landed on the moon, but nobody ever got out. Why? That's like going to fucking Disneyland and not getting out of the car. I mean, why would you not get out and walk around? So I don't think it happened. I think that it was all staged and it was all just to claim that we've been there first before they beat the Russians. And why haven't the Russians gone? You know, why did they stop? I mean, maybe it's just not doable. I don't know. But I think it was a hoax, big time.
Well, what you think, Flower?
I actually think that we've been sending people to outer planets for hundreds of years. I think that there is definitely life forms on other planets. So I think that going to the moon, yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, everything else that I believe has its truth to it. So if we believe in time travel, then we kind of have to believe in the moon being real.
Well, we believe that's real. But do you think that
but I'm
we
saying,
walked on it?
Do you believe that a person actually walked on it and put the flag in the middle of the fucking moon?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you know, like with any land that's discovered or conquered, or you know, you're moving, you always put the flag.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they made it there for sure.
What you think, James?
Well, I kind of have to go agree with everyone else that it was a hoax, but hear me out. The only reason that it was a hoax is because America was looking to destabilize the USSR at the time. Because if you think about it, militarily speaking, the US and Russia were going back and forth, constantly trying to one-up each other. That's how we ended up with the Atomic Annie nuclear artillery piece. That's how we ended up with the Davy Crockett mobile nuclear artillery piece. because okay, we build a bomb, Russia builds a bigger bomb, so we have to one up Russia. We make nuclear artillery. Russia does the same thing, only they make it bigger. Fuck, now we got to one up them again. It's just a constant one up scenario. So we come up with this elaborate hoax for the biggest one up of all. We won the space race. Russia's like, well, fuck, they got there first. Fuck it.
Well, what about China? Because China's trying to put somebody on the moon too. Shit, what about China? China's in all of this shit too.
There ain't no toy makers on the moon.
Toy makers. What do you think, Jay?
Well, I do believe that it was definitely a hoax just to say, hey, fuck you, Russia. Y'all ain't better than us. You know what I'm saying? Basically. I do believe eventually we got to the moon. What they did up there, what happened, I don't know. I don't remember that part of history being taught nor being read by myself. But I don't know why they haven't gone back. I love a lot of theories that I've seen. There's a monster on the dark side of the moon. There's people there. They're building a secret city. All kind of nifty things about it. So, I mean, possibly, what if? I mean, let's think loosely here for a second. What if they are actually continually been going to the moon for the last 20, 30, 40 years, and they have built a secret city up there?
Well, that's basically what I believe. Yeah, like I think that it's been going on and not just on the moon either.
I mean, by this time, we should be surprised by nothing that's been.
Yeah, it could be on the sun too.
It could be some Men in Black shit. It could be that's where the whole Men in Black thing is on the moon, and they were like, "Yo, stop coming up here because you're fucking up shit."
Agent K, quit coming up here.
Right.
It's going to look real bad for the United States if like China or Russia puts a man up there and finds out we didn't put a flag up there. That's going to be a black eye for us.
Storm came, man. It was a perfect storm. It took our flag away.
The stock in the United States is going to go plummet.
Well,
but that's why we made all the documentation and all of the movie to prove that we did it first.
Well, the reason why we can't, go back to the moon and shit like that is because they said, and I quote, they said that it costs too much money and we don't have the right resources to go to the moon.
We don't have the right resources.
You have a nigga just floating up in space for fucking 2 years.
But we did in 1969. Technology.
And I quote, this is from NASA.
Hold on, whoa. Let me get this straight. So 60 some odd years ago, when computers were still the size of small rooms, we had the right technology and resources, but we don't now.
With foil and aluminum poles.
They said we don't have enough money, and they said we don't have the proper technology and resources to go back to the moon. And this is from NASA.com or NASA.gov or whatever, but it's from NASA. You know what I'm saying? That's what they said. I don't
You get Bill Gates, Mr. Tesla, and you get Danica Patrick, and you put them all together, and we will be on the moon.
Right?
You have enough money, you got someone to build it, and someone to drive it.
Honestly, I think it's a big hoax amongst all the countries in the world, so they actually have the ability to go to space. We can't go up, look, ain't nobody going to the moon no more. We go up there and the moon gonna kill us. We can't fuck with the moon no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, agree, because they've all seen the moon in action.
So here are a list of reasons why we cannot go to the moon. And mind you, we supposedly went to it in '69, but we can't go to it now because of these reasons. So these reasons are the reasons why we can't go back. But these reasons can't be the reason why we couldn't get there before, because the same shit is probably still going on that was going on back then. But they're trying to say the atmosphere, the moon has almost no atmosphere, so spacecraft must use rocket engines to gently lower themselves to the ground. The engines must be precisely controlled to bring the spacecraft to a stop just above the surface, or it could crash. So that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that the moon has no atmosphere, so spacecraft must use. So they're just
So how
trying
they
to.
land there in the first place?
So they're
We
trying to say
knew
that they
that
don't have
in
the
the
rocket
60s.
engine power to land it.
How they get there in the first place?
We knew there was no atmosphere up there back in the 60s. That hasn't changed.
Thank you.
Are we proving that the moon landing didn't?
I mean, for fuck's sake, there's already a movie coming out showing how they faked the moon landing.
There already is one. There's one done in the 70s with O.J. Simpson and
No, Joel. They're making one
called
currently.
the Scorpion or something like that.
They're making one currently trying to show how the moon landing was faked.
Well, if you ever see that movie, I think it's called The Scorpion. With it's got O.J. Simpson and some people in it that they do the same thing. But I mean, this is only 5, 6, 7 years after they supposedly landed on the moon, and they already had an idea of how it happened. I mean, they go through the whole thing, and it that gets you thinking, man. It really does, because it's like, But the astronauts didn't even know.
Okay. Getting back to the reasons.
Hold on, James. Now, this is the second reason why. Terrain. The moon is covered in craters and dead volcanoes, making it difficult to find flat areas to land. The terrain also includes rocks, lunar dust, and permanently shadowed craters.
Again, we knew that.
Yeah.
And they landed on it before.
We supposedly landed on it before.
We landed on it before.
I mean, you didn't hear them going, "Oh man, well shit, I can't find a place to park. Let's drive back around, see if we find a place over there."
Move around to the dark side, bro. There's always parking on the dark side.
Yeah, and they didn't seem to have any problem landing the first time and getting out and walking around.
Now check this out. The third reason is weight. Spacecraft must be lightweight to fly, but also need to carry enough space for humans to live during the mission, including food and life support systems.
So they can't send a space shuttle up there that holds a little smaller ship, a little smaller craft.
Yeah. Little baby.
That's nothing they can't. They've never done that before. That's not something that they can do. I'm just wondering. Did space actually even happen? Did any of the space program at this point? Because you are now telling me that the space shuttle that you shot on TV that can pull things out of itself, then you go in there and you put it together, and then use it to do other shit, and put it back in a space shuttle, and then come back home.
Probably all magic.
None of that
It's
shit
all
never happened.
illusion.
God damn, Spielberg, rich as fuck.
Gravity. The moon's gravity is 1/6 that of Earth's.
Once again, we knew that.
Yep. That's what they came up with the spacesuits for.
And that means you're bouncing around, going.
Testing. It is not possible to simulate a moon landing. Why would you have to simulate a moon landing when you've already done it?
Yeah, green screen.
We cannot simulate a moon landing. I'm gonna call bullshit on that statement right fucking there.
Don't they have a simulator in their space training?
All factors that you just said.
We have the technology and the technical know-how to simulate what would happen to the fucking planet in a nuclear fucking war. You telling me we can't simulate a landing on another planetoid? Nah, that's bullshit.
Yep.
Prototypes. Spacecrafts are often custom built and not mass produced.
Duh. Again, that's an excuse. Everybody has a space shuttle. I mean, fuck. You don't have one?
That's not a reason.
Right.
I didn't make that shit. That's a real reason. I'm reading strictly
The
from
real
Google.
space shuttle has an SS stripe on it, and without the SS stripe, you can't fly to the moon.
Right. That's dumb as hell.
The engine, moon landing engines need to be steerable and have a throttle. Or they had it all the other time.
I mean, I get that, but Once
It's
again,
not
when they do a
free-floating.
spacewalk, they get into a little contraption and it goes. So
Yeah.
again, none of that. So that means that none of that is a thing either.
Cost. Missions to the moon can be expensive.
No shit though.
No shit.
No shit. Really, it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap to go to the moon.
Can we send them to Costa Rica instead?
And the risk, NASA, lawmakers, and the public may be unwilling to take a level of risk again, especially after the Challenger and Columbia disasters.
Just say that. Then.
But just don't put the.
Oh, no. That's
Just
two
say that.
completely different fucking platforms. That is two entirely different vehicular platforms that they're trying to compare.
It's not really a comparison. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's not really a comparison because at the end of the day, the main reason why they want to do it is because they don't want to have that tragedy happen like that big again. Well, guess what?
No. Okay. Hear me out. They're trying to compare two different vehicular platforms. The Saturn rockets that put the mission on the moon in the first fucking place,
Yeah.
and then the modern shuttle configuration, which is the large central tank, the shuttle itself, and the two booster rockets. Those are two completely different fucking flight platforms.
Yeah.
So the bottom thing is that somebody asked a question: why we cannot fly to the moon? And the correct answer is an aircraft needs air because air moving under the wings of an aircraft is strong enough to hold it up, and air burns the fuel in aircraft engines. Since there is no air on the moon, an aircraft cannot fly on the moon. But how? So if that's true, how the fuck do we fly one there the first time?
How we even get special?
Okay. Hold on. Whoa. Okay. Well, yes, there's no air in space or on the moon, meaning wings cannot generate their own lift. That's not the issue. If we were to actually outfit a shuttle, one of our current shuttles, to go to the moon, it could land on the moon, sure. It could easily take off again because it has
Thrusters.
rocket
Rockets.
nozzles in the nose cone. It can fire those jets, push the nose up into the air, fire its main engines, and then boost off the moon.
Yeah.
That's not the issue. Plus, the original spacecraft that went to the moon was not a shuttle. It was simply a landing pod.
Now you can use a space shuttle to bring the landing pod to the moon.
Yep.
But they don't want to take that risk.
Let's call George Jetson.
The money, the manpower, the lives, all this. They don't want to risk that because all the other stuff was bullshit. That was the only real answer when they said they don't want to have that risk because you know what I'm saying. So they just we don't want to go to the moon because last time we tried to go to space, period. 7 motherfuckers died on national TV in the air. You know what I'm saying? We was feeling really ballsy that day.
One thing is, like I said, we've been on the moon 6 times. And that's all been since 1969 to 1972.
Yeah.
In that 3-year period, we were in the moon 6 times. 24 astronauts, 12 of them got out and walked. 12 of them stayed in the thing through all those things.
Right?
Yeah. So why since 72 to 2024 have we not been back?
Okay, I'm gonna say it to you right now. Here's the explanation. Over time, some of the materials used became obsolete. So if we said today, let us build another Saturn V rocket in Apollo CSM and go to the moon, it would not be a simple task of pulling out the blueprints and bending and cutting metal. We don't have the factories or tools. We don't have the materials. But you have
Bullshit.
You got better fucking materials now.
Lighter materials, better, stronger.
But
yeah.
Wow. They must think the people have done shit.
Well, some of the people are. That's why they still believe. That's why they believe a nigga has really been to the moon. That's why they're still pushing that narrative.
I'm
And
surprised
then,
that
you
they
know what?
don't have on
And the
this.
space stations actually claim that the Apollo flags that were put on the moon the first time are still there. After all these years, they're still there. The nylon ain't shredded enough, and they still look brand new.
They still got price tag on them.
The uniforms and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, there's all kinds of. I mean, asteroid
all
storms,
kinds of
all kinds of shit.
Asteroid storms, all kinds of shit that's happening up there, bro. There's no fucking way that the flag is still there.
You know, but it makes me wonder, like, how much do we really know about space?
The night that the flag was still there.
That's a patriotic shit.
Oh,
they said,
survey, can you see?
They said the radiation has rendered the nylon thread in the flags very brittle, and the Apollo 14 and 15 flags may have disintegrated. However, LRO photography has positively confirmed the Apollo 12, 16, and 17 flags are still erect on the moon.
Okay.
Oh,
no gravity, you're going to be erect.
You know, it's real easy to fake a photograph these days. I'm just saying.
And imagine the technology. I mean, they were using like 26 KB technology to talk to each other back then, and it with no problem. I mean, we can't
and, like,
even.
You have to have pictures. You have to have pictures to go. AI can't operate without all the thousands and thousands of pictures and images it's already been had for 25,000 years.
Well, they can because a lot of them are animated. A lot of them are made.
But that's what I'm saying.
People.
But you gotta think that we're only at this technology because we've already fed it all of these images and things, so it can think and it has all this information.
Well, that's what people created all those images.
Yeah. No. They've collected, they've collected these images because, like, you can't just. I mean,
you're the perfect buyer for their channel, for the NASA channel, because we don't know what's real and what's not. We don't have a clue. We only know what they tell us.
Oh, so, I follow NASA. I've studied
they don't lie.
I've studied with NASA since I was a young kid. There was a NASA station close to me. And I like NASA, yeah. And there's another
who owns them now.
Oh, somebody owns all of NASA?
They own the space program. Boeing. NASA bailed out of it a long time ago. And Boeing bought it and picked it up.
What space program?
Boeing owns NASA?
Well, I can't say that they own NASA, but they own the space program. So
like
Boeing's
which space program?
The main space program, NASA space program.
I don't think we're going back into space anytime soon.
I don't think we are either. NASA gave
up. Are you kidding me? No. They are building a spaceport. They're building a spaceport in Las Vegas.
Thanks to Boeing.
See, we're still in space, but we're just not at the moon. We're just like, we're in space. We're just a little bit above Earth's gravity, but we're in space, but we're just not at this. We're just not at the moon space.
Are you referring to the space station that's still in orbit?
No, they're building a space station in Las Vegas and will be taking people up into space.
No.
The space station.
Oh, okay. I was like,
the current space station we have.
The space station in Vegas. Yeah, they even talking about orbiting and shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? They gonna be taking niggas to space and shit? That's gonna cost a lot of bread.
Yeah, no, because it's like admitting, like, now it's so that all of those other planets can then come into Vegas and spend money.
Wow.
Imagine when the women get here from Venus. It's a whole new species and then the men can go to Mars.
Yeah, and then we get all this stuff will become true.
So NASA says with the Artemis program, NASA will land the first woman and next man on the moon by 2024 using innovative technology to explore more of the lunar surface than ever before.
innovative. Now, what does that technically mean? Is that like AI virtual reality type deal, or is it an actual putting them on the moon?
I don't know. Innovative technologies. So whatever the fuck innovative technologies is really meaning in that's what it is. Innovative technology.
Because that could be just like a virtual reality experience. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Simulator.
And to be fair, the current space station that we have in low Earth orbit was not built, designed, or constructed by Boeing.
So I don't know that it was, but I mean, I know that Boeing. I know that NASA
Boeing
closed
got
down.
their grubby little paws on this space station.
Yeah, I don't know
Anything
about the
that
space
goes up
station.
now is likely to blow a door off before it breaks atmosphere.
No, they do that.
well, hey, check this out. I just discovered something new. January 31st, 2024. They recently discovered a super Earth, TOI 715b, might be making its appearance at just the right time. Its parent star is a red dwarf, smaller and cooler than our sun. A number of such stars are known to host small rocky worlds. At the moment, they are the best bet for finding habitable planets. So they discovered a super Earth on January 31st of 2024. We never even knew about because
Yeah.
that's how they
Yeah.
get us when they the Diddy situation takes our mind off everything else. We just think about Diddy while they go ahead and discover a super Earth. You know what I'm saying? So they discovered a super Earth.
And don't forget, Pluto's not a planet. Oh wait, no, it is again.
Nah. So there's them. Then they got a little red dwarf. I guess that means sun. A red sun that is much cooler and smaller than the sun.
Well, the current news right now, 2 weeks ago, Boeing took a decade for Boeing to launch NASA's astronauts. 5 hours ago, it's glitches for NASA to again push back the return of Boeing.
Okay. Well, if the possible second Earth-sized planet in the system also is confirmed, it will become the smallest habitable zone planet discovered by tests so far. Wow, another orbital. So we're gonna be moving to the super Earth. Super Earth. So get ready to be like, yeah, we got to the super Earth. You're like, super Earth? Oh, shit, super Earth. Oh, I gotta see what that's all about.
You said it was something like the sun, right? Like a smaller sun or something? Is it gonna be hot?
No, it's actually cooler than our sun. So you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a little chilly. My average temperatures of the year gonna be 75
degrees
all year round.
Super Earth.
On super Earth. Super Earth.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff about this. In 2014, NASA awarded the commercial spaceflight contract to Boeing to finish the development of their CST-100 spacecraft to carry the crews to space. I don't know. There's a lot of money involved in a lot of bullshit politics and everything else, like everything in the world. So all we can do is sit and watch, listen to whatever they say.
Now, what will happen in 2025 in space? The Artemis 2 mission is scheduled to carry 4 astronauts to perform a flyby of the moon in 2025.
Flyby, like we haven't done that.
Flyby.
Like they supposedly did that many times already.
Wow, a flyby of the
moon. we're going backwards in the space program. Pretty soon they're going to be like back with the rocket packs or whatever those things called, the jet packs.
Yeah.
And then the Artemis, check this out. Then the Artemis mission plans to send people back to the moon and establish an outpost at the moon's south pole.
I mean, let me ask you guys this: do you guys think that the moon would be the place to go for people to go and live and restructure? I mean, is there no gravity and nothing else? I mean, there's got to be a planet that's got some type of living, oxygen and gravity like the Earth.
Well, have you not seen Airplane 2, the sequel?
Yeah, I have.
Hold on. Something ain't right. I seem to recall there being a treaty signed years and years ago. I remember hearing about this, that no one could establish a permanent base or outpost on the moon.
Yeah, I kind of remember that too.
So
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
in terms of the treaty expired, are we just saying fuck the treaty? What's going on?
Yeah.
Now, is there any other habitable planets other than Earth? Yes, there is.
Uh-oh.
They're saying that the Kepler 452b, sometimes quoted to be an Earth 2 or Earth's cousin, based on its characteristics, also known as Kepler object, is a super Earth exoplanet orbiting within the inner edge of the habitable zone of the sun-like star Kepler 452 is the only planet in the system.
See, now, how do they know that? Nobody's been there.
We had the telescope.
Yeah, they got the strongest telescope ever. You could see life, and it's like a kaleidoscope.
Have you seen the latest images from the James Webb telescope? Man, we are getting closer and closer to the edge of the observable universe.
There's no telling where we're going to be in another 20 years. I mean, there's so much shit going on we don't know about.
Remember the Voyager 1 and the Voyager 2 satellites? They're still flying out there.
I mean, yeah. As of right now, the James Webb is our most advanced satellite telescope. In another 10, 15 years, we might put another one up there that's even more powerful.
Yeah.
You never know.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They definitely will.
And mind you that these Earths that are habitable planets are 4.22 light years away. So I mean, we're not going to ever reach those anytime fucking soon.
Woo, that's
throw a rock that far.
That's gonna be a long trip. Light years? Nah, I'm good.
How far is the moon?
Like
6 miles.
It's 6 months away. So
The moon is 238,900 miles.
You can walk that.
So yeah, how many light years is that? Is that any light years at all?
It would take
you're no longer dealing in light years. You're dealing in light seconds at that point.
So yeah, so like two light years or whatever that one is, it would probably never reach it. What kind of telescope could see that far?
Well, no, they said that the moon is 3 days away. It'll take you 3 days to get to the moon.
Yeah, but how long would it take you to get to the Earth's cousin?
Now, the fastest flight to the moon was
exactly
achieved by NASA's New Horizons probe when it passed the moon in just 8 hours and 35 minutes while en route to Pluto. So they sent NASA's New Horizons probe. So they sent the probe out to Pluto. So it flew right past the moon in 8 hours. It was different.
That had to be cruising.
Yeah. It was definitely cruising at a nice speed of 700,000 miles an hour.
It had to be. Yeah, I used to ride my bike that fast. Downhill.
That's nothing is still out there. They're still sending information back. It take a long time.
Oh yeah. You know, and you wonder, like, the data and shit and the capabilities are not anything like what we have now. So how do they maintain that? How does it keep working?
They're probably just
Those are all good questions.
just floating out there. You know what I'm saying? It's going straight.
It's just floating out there. it's just
It's going that way. That's what it's doing. It's going that way. So it hits something that can stop it.
yeah, it makes it go the other direction.
Yeah, maybe it comes all the way back around.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all stuff that's interesting and weird and it's gonna be part of our future at some point. I mean, and who knows? I won't be around when that stuff happens, but it'd be hopefully I'll be able to keep an eye on something as I find out. But you know, they got all kinds of shit you can. I mean, they're supposedly selling trips to the moon or whatever, aren't they? Still doing that or whatever? Where people are paying to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can catch a flight really soon at the Las Vegas Space Center.
Yes.
Yeah. That's creepy all by itself.
Yeah.
And then they said the space station should be built this year because they plan on doing orbital races and shit in October.
This is gonna be an Olympic sport.
What you gonna see the orbital races? The orbital races. Let's see that shit. The actual real alien shit going on out there and shit.
Yeah, you got aliens participating in it. It'd be like an Olympic sport.
It looks like Men in Black's office down
Yeah. This year's leader.
there. Flip blob, everyone.
They're saying that Uranus is the coldest planet out there. Uranus is the coldest planet in the world.
Oh,
And did you know that Uranus is primarily filled with gas?
Primarily filled with gas.
Yeah.
It is.
Could have been a more true statement.
Yeah, I might have to excuse myself.
I wonder if the other side's filled with shit.
Did you know that the Earth stopped for 1 second? That rocks and oceans would trigger earthquakes and tsunamis.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Earth is
Wow.
rotating 1,000 miles a fucking hour.
Yeah.
It stops for even a second, all kinds of hell's gonna break loose.
That's crazy.
Which is also crazy because all the stuff that's been happening lately this year with all the weather and all the weird shit going on make you start wondering, like, what's on the McDonald's secret menu.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff going on right now that makes you wonder. I mean, there's the floods in Florida. There was landslides or somewhere else. There was so I don't even know everything that's going on. Earthquakes, all kinds of weird.
Hey James.
Bible
Hey
shit.
James. Hey Google how hot is 465 degrees Celsius?
Yeah, we convert it into freedom units. Okay, 1 second. What was it?
465 degrees Celsius.
That is in freedom. Let's see. Carry the 2 world war winds. That's 869 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's how hot Venus is on surface.
Ooh.
Jay's
That's
that hot
why
in a
Venus-
dress.
That's why Venus is the hottest planet in the world.
I didn't know Venus was the hottest planet. So it's hotter than the sun.
Well, in space. It's the hottest planet in space. Venus is the hottest at 860 fucking degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, hold on now. What about Mercury? Mercury is right up under the sun's tape.
Listen, man, they just said what planet is the hottest? Venus. They
You
don't
know,
even say
listen,
shit.
man.
They don't say shit about Mercury. They said Venus is the hottest planet.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Even though it's that close to the sun, it only gets up to about 800 degrees.
It only gets up to be about 800 degrees, but it's not.
It's like Death Valley, you know, not quite Vegas or Phoenix, but
Yeah, and Death Valley was 120 degrees today.
Woo! God damn. Okay, let's see.
so I'm not looking forward to going back to Arizona.
Okay, just to touch back on the moon thing for just a second. There was a treaty established governing the moon and other celestial bodies. Outer Space Treaty. The agreement reaffirms and elaborates on many of the provisions of the Outer Space Treaty as applied to the moon and other celestial bodies, providing that those bodies should be used exclusively for peaceful purposes, that their environments should not be disrupted, that the United Nations should be informed of the location and purpose of any and all stations established on those bodies.
So if we go start a loving peace community, we can do it as long as we don't
Basically, no building big guns on moon to point at Earth.
Yeah. You can't
Even
dig
though
holes.
the plane would be all for that shit.
Man, could you imagine if you had to dig holes in them on the moon? Because you wouldn't even have to worry about the dust and the dirt. You just shovel it in the air and it goes away. It's like self-cleaning.
You know, I got a public service announcement. At you know, it's like 5 minutes to 10, so we'll just say 10 o'clock. But the temperature in Vegas is still 101 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. It's still triple digits. It's still 101 degrees at night. The sun is gone, but it's still 101.
See, even if
That
you
sounds
live there,
about
you're
right for the
always
time of year.
gambling.
I'm surprised it's not hotter.
Well,
Yeah, with these two funny comedians there, it should be hotter.
4th of July here usually tops out somewhere in the high 120s, low 130s.
yeah, it's just too hot.
Some
Yeah.
still
Once it gets
have-
over 100, it's
Suck
too
it
hot.
Well,
Once it gets over 100, you don't even know how hot it is. It's just hot.
I agree.
It's miserable.
While true, there are varying degrees of hot after that temperature.
Yeah.
There's hot. There's fuck it's hot. There's hot as fuck, and it just goes on from there.
There's
There's also sweltering.
yeah, there is.
well, Death Valley
Blistering.
can get to be 137 degrees, and so I figure that's like what the fuck kind of like what the fuck. I got to call off from work today. I can't even walk to my car because I'm gonna burn the fuck up. Matter of fact, my AC is not even working in my car right now, so I can't even come to work.
You'd be like a vampire.
At 137 degrees, if it ever got to be that hot ever, I don't even have a job, but I'm gonna call off. I'm gonna call in somewhere and be like, "Yo, man, I'm not even coming in, bro. It's too hot."
And I always say that in Arizona, the difference between life and death is a breeze. If you feel a breeze blowing, man, it makes it. I mean, it makes it feel like fucking heaven. But when there's no breeze blowing, it's fucking miserable.
Yeah, but if the breeze is blowing around hot ass air, then it's not. Who gives a fuck about the breeze? Oh, I just felt a breath of hot fucking air just hit my back.
You know what though? I found a place that's 72 degrees year round, every day, in the apartment. Don't go outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it is
Inside.
definitely cool on the inside. It's hot as fuck on the outside, but it's cool as fuck on the inside.
Now
Well,
we
we
know
got
why they have
about,
windows.
We got about 10 minutes left in the show. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to get the shout outs cracking off. We got a lot of us to go through, so we get the shout outs going away, then we'll just chit chat for the rest of the time being. But James is like he back there sleeping and shit. James, you've been kind of talkative a lot tonight. Man, we talked about some shit that made you want to talk.
Some
Brought some life into that boy. That young man. Flower, you got any
No,
Flower,
he
you
doesn't
got
want
any
to say
shout
nothing.
outs?
So how many what?
You got any shout outs?
Oh yes, thank you for having me on tonight. I wasn't as active tonight because James was going hard, so I let you guys have some fun talking about a cool subject that I like anyway, you know. And thank you to everyone who is here and everybody's participation. And there are new products available on girlmondayglamorous.com, and you can go there and you can buy yourself a candle because you want to.
That's right.
Buy yourself a handle.
Handle.
Treat yourself.
A candle. I don't have handles for sale yet. Actually, I do have handles for sale. If anybody needs to be handled, I can definitely make that happen. I do
Shout out
artist
to you,
accommodation.
handle.
I do artist accommodation in my spare time, and those rates vary.
Okay. Joe, you got any shout outs?
Just you guys, man. Shout out to you guys for having me on the show again and for putting up with me another night. And Flower for being here, and James for always being a participant and a good friend and true fan and friend. And Jay Coldwater for snoring up there, his head back, just staring at the ceiling. And
Oh yeah, he's going to sleep. It's about that time.
yeah,
He's expecting his eyelids to hold.
yeah.
Well, you know what? Granted, he did have a bowl of medicated chili, and it was heavily medicated. So I can see why he's falling
Can't really
asleep.
talk too much.
I've also had a bowl of heavy ass medication, and I slept pretty much the whole day away. I was very. I had to eat another selection of food in order for me to even do the show. Because if I would have had another bowl of chili, I too would have looked like him.
Hey, Flower.
Yes.
Last time that Doughboy had the medicated chili, he did my show from his pillow. He was so fucked up.
That's funny.
Yeah. I did his show from laying in the bed. I was fucked up. I was laying on the pillow, was looking at the phone and shit.
He just staring at it. He was in La La Land.
Yeah. So, but I'm about to eat a bowl of that chili. It's gonna probably be gone tonight. Because I ate at least 4 bowls of it yesterday.
Damn.
So, yes, actually eating 4 bowls of chili yesterday put me into a lightweight coma throughout the day. And yeah, I feel
like Jason right now.
I'm about to finish off the rest of it, so I too will be asleep, just like this nigga is over here. I can't even ask him to do any shout outs because he ain't. AJ, you got any shout outs?
You didn't even budge.
His shout outs would be I want to thank everybody for being here. And, shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's going to be like that the rest of the night.
Yeah. Good chili.
Yeah. Damn good chili. And what it does
film
most,
it and then send that to Chili to one of the companies for an advertisement.
dude,
Good night, you guys.
Good night, Flower.
Good night. Yeah, I wanted to actually make some chili and present it in this chili contest. But I had tasted the chili and I forgot about the fucking contest. I was gonna enter it into a fucking contest, bro. I was gonna enter my chili into that bitch, and I was about to win because my chili was gonna make niggas go to sleep.
There'll only be one judge still standing. It'd be you. I win.
Yeah, my chili was gonna put motherfuckers to sleep.
Like, there's one of the judges right now. Jay. Sound asleep.
Yeah. Well, I know. Hey, y'all, and listen, he only had one bowl.
Yeah. You said it was
Now,
heavily
granted-
medicated, though.
Now, granted, he had 2 blunts, but 2 blunts ain't gonna put him to sleep like that.
No. That's funny. You'll be there for a while.
Yeah, he is. I'm about to turn my chair and play the game. I haven't played Valhalla today, so I give that a little rest. But I'm about to jump on the song, though. Yeah.
All right,
But
man. You
my
guys stay
we
solid.
ain't over. We still got 4 minutes.
We do. I'm gonna head out.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Solid.
see you. Check out the storm here. All right, man. You guys stay solid. I'll catch you guys later.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. We talked about a lot of shit today.
Yeah, we talked about time travel. Talked about how the moon landing wasn't real. Yeah, we talked about a lot of knowledgeable shit today. This is a pretty good show. The name of this show was Comedy Special. I don't know why I named it Comedy Special, but I always name the motherfucking show weird ass names and shit. So Comedy Special. We did some very comedic shit today. This nigga's over here knocked the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Off of that medicated chili. Shit. I'm about to be fucked up too. I'm about to sleep. Good to the motherfucker. Off this medicated chili. Have a little couple oyster crackers in that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat that because I don't have any weed. Well, I mean, I got weed. Nothing that I would smoke. But hopefully I'll get some bread. So, as a matter of fact, it will be soon. Around July 13th to the 17th. Around there, I'll get some more money. Yeah. Well, I'm about to get off of this money.
Shit, all right, man.
I hit you up on the PlayStation now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I play some golf or something. But all right, I can get at you though.
Yep. Take it easy,
Peace
man.
out. Yep. Don't want to be focusing on that sleepy ass nigga over there. Once again, we had a great ass show. This has been our 9th episode of the Doe Show, Doe TV. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just remember, smoke that shit. Do not waste that shit.